Our job in this business is to fit into a system and then exploit the system. Use the system to leverage our time and to build our business. Remember I said 3,000 is the graveyard? 3,000 is when you stop submitting to the system because you think it was you that got you there, and you now begin to do things your own way. And here's the problem. You might even be talented enough to do that. Did you hear what I just said? Yeah. But, do you have some people in your organization still in process? Well, who's heard this before? Do as I say, not as I do. See, your people will not listen to a thing you say. They will watch and duplicate what they see you do. So the second that you start to cut corners, to take shortcuts, to deviate from what the system is, you might be talented enough to skip a few steps. But as they begin to follow you, here's your visual. Who's ever gone from the first floor of a building to a second floor via stairs? Who'd agree it's a fairly simple process, right? You know, put your foot up, put your other foot up, right? You guys have been able to navigate that. Not hard, right? But take that same staircase. Let's say there's 23 stairs in it. And I then strategically remove 9 boards. If I take 9 boards out of 23, could you still possibly get up there? Depends. If I took like every other board, no problem, right? Step over the hole, step up. What if instead, though, there's like a hole where there were 3 boards and they're all gone now? But you're an adult. If you had to, could you possibly jump that hole and still continue up the stairs? Yes. But how about your little 3-year-old following you up the stairs? Do you guys get the visual? Yeah. You can jump that hole. You can navigate it safely, and you can go to the second floor, just like you always did. But the little children following you fall through the hole. So now you're at the second floor going, where's my group? I told them to follow me. And they did. They listened to you. But what happened? They didn't have the experience. They didn't have the skill set. They didn't have the ability to what? Do what you did. Do you guys all get the analogy? Yes. That's why people are having success, and then it stagnates. This business is simple, but it's not easy. And it's because of us. I am not saying you. I am saying I have done everything I'm telling you. I have failed miserably for 2.5 years. I have had growth that stagnated, that I then got angry and frustrated and blamed everyone but me, until I finally had just exhausted every other possible reason for the struggle. And when you've basically eliminated everything else, what are you left with? If you've eliminated everything else and have not found the answer, the only thing left is the answer. And it was me. And I was like, wow, okay, so I've just wasted, a couple of years. I got to start over again. But my willingness to get where I needed to go allowed me to accept the failure, learn from the lesson, and never do it again. Does that make sense? I believe on some level I had to go through all that stuff, otherwise I would not be able to teach the way I teach. Because none of this stuff is coming from a book. This is just me saying, please don't make all the mistakes I made. If you choose to, it's okay, right? Can we fire you? No. Who can fire you? Yourself. I can't fire you. And you are the only one. You can quit at any time you want. But if you don't quit and you keep going forward, guess where you'll end up eventually? Where you want to go, wherever that is. But the problem is, how many times are you willing to get knocked down?